Okay, welcome everyone to Harmony Point Acupuncture's YouTube channel. We usually post 2 videos a week, yoga, qigong, and pranayama breathwork. This class is yoga qigong, so welcome. And if you like what you're experiencing here, please like and subscribe, and give us drop us a line in the comments. We'd love to hear what you're experiencing with these practices. And we really appreciate your support. So we're going to get started by bringing our energy inwards and bringing awareness to the breath at the tip of the nostrils. And we'll just spend a few moments feeling the cool air coming in and the warm air flowing out. And we'll just be with that breath for a few moments. Just notice how the breath just comes through you. There's really nothing you need to do about it. It just happens. You can just be the receiver of the breath and spend a few moments really being with the breath. We're going to set our intention now for this practice on really giving ourselves permission to remain slowed down, focusing on things that we are usually doing unconsciously. We're going to bring those things to our conscious awareness. And those can be the breath, subtle aspects of movement, and coordinating movement with breath. Bringing activities that we're usually doing unconsciously into our conscious space. And it's normal when we try to do something like this. You may find that your mind is wandering, rebelling, speeding up, thinking about something else. That is completely normal. And you can just bring yourself back here to this practice, back to what we're doing here. Bring yourself back to the room, back to the practice. No need to be harsh with yourself about your mind wandering. Minds wander. That's what they do. It happens to everyone almost all the time. So part of the practice is just gently, gently reining the mind in back to what we're doing. And before we go further, if you have any personal prayers, mantras, any affirmations that you'd like to say to yourself, or anything inspiring that you'd like to say to yourself, it may be a line of poetry, could be a word that feels important today, or maybe a visual thing that feels helpful for you. You can kind of bring that into your awareness now. And if nothing in particular is coming to mind, that's fine too. I would encourage everyone to just take a moment to really focus your personal intention for this class. Okay, so let's stand up slowly. Okay, we're gonna bring the fingers interlocked, and we're gonna inhale and exhale. Ready? And now come up at an angle and continue the practice. And now straight up overhead.
Brilliant little device keeps any room ice cold all summer and toasty warm all winter with zero installation, zero ductwork.
Excuse me. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, I'm gonna mute us. I'm gonna mute us. Hold on.
It mounts.
Relax. Hands at the side of the body. I'm just going to take a moment here to remind everyone about the default posture that we would like to have. We want space between the side of the body and the arms, and we want the hands massaged open. So we want to be standing, very relaxed. Hands are massaged open. Face is relaxed, tongue is at the roof of the mouth. Our hands, so we're avoiding being like this. Nice spaciousness. Our arms in the side of the body and really open hands. So this whole thing is very open. All right, and from this position, then we're going to move into our ankle stretch breathing. So we're going to take a breath in and come up on our toes and exhale down. Very gentle quality here, like we're moving through water. Relax. Hands inside of the body. Again, we're in our default posture. Now we're going to continue with some chest opening breathing. Bring the palms together in front of the chest. Take a breath in and open up the palms. Exhale back together. You really feel that energy between the palms as you inhale and exhale. And bring the legs about shoulder width apart, bend the knees. Bring the hands up in front of the chest. We're going to continue the chest opening breathing, but instead of from this position, we're going to do it from this position. So we're, instead of feeling the energy between the palms, we're going to feel energy between the fingertips. And we're going to start with our relaxed face, tongue at the roof of the mouth, palms stretched open. We're in this position, elbows are relaxed as if they were on a tabletop, knees are slightly bent, and we're going to feel the energy between the fingertips as we move in and out of this posture, keeping the elbow bent. But before we begin, we'll just take a moment to make sure we're really relaxed. With the elbows, having that idea that the elbows are on the tabletop gives you the sense that you can really relax your shoulders. And technically, you should be able to hold this posture for quite a while. We're not going to, but I would like everyone, if you can, to really take a moment to get comfortable in this posture so that we're starting the practice from a comfortable posture. Okay, let's begin. Back to the center. Stand. All right, and now we're going to do some general loosening. Bend the knees. Go from side to side, keeping the knees pointed forward. So the twist is from the waist. The knees are nice and protected. Side to side. Having the idea here that we'll just let everything, anything that we don't want to hold on to, we're just kind of letting it slide off the body. Shoulders, earth. Today, I thought we would work on keeping the shoulders and the hips in alignment. So I know we've done our ball forward and back before. So right now, I'm going to start us doing the same practice as we did with the ball forward and back, but with our hands at our sides. So we're going to begin by just finding that default posture. And once again, this is a practice in and of itself. Tongue at the roof of the mouth, face relaxed, elbows relaxed, palms are open. We're relaxing, feeling that openness and all these arms, just by opening the palms, have an openness in the inner part of the arms. Okay, and now we'll move into our step. I'll just put the things to do here on. So we're going to have the left foot about 45 degrees. You want to be about shoulder width here. Left foot out 45 degrees. Right foot, just experiment with how far you want this right foot up. We're going to be going back and forth. And we're going to be turning a little bit. So I'm just putting my feet on first, and then I'm going to show you in a minute what I'm doing with my top. So on the bottom, I'm shifting to the left, and then shifting slightly to the right and turning my waist and my shoulders at the same time. And I'm going to show you in a minute, but I'm just showing you the feet first. We're shifting left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, now I'll put the rest of me up here now that you get the feet. So, all right, so I'm left, And then when I'm right, I'm turning my waist and my hips together. So left, right, and there's a slight turning of the waist and the hips. As I turn right, I come forward left, turn right, come forward left, turn right. And really, you want these hips and shoulders to be aligned. Left, right. You can experiment with how far down you want to be, how much you want to bend your knees, how low you want to be. If you're feeling discomfort in the knees, you can always come up a little bit. Just don't lock the knees. Don't lock. Shoulders and my hips. I have a shirt with a mark here and a mark here. Now I'm going to add the ball. We want to be carrying the ball like in the lower, we don't want to be way up here. We want the ball to be kind of down. We want to have this feeling of really being connected to the ground. Our head is up though. But we're also connected to the ground. We're not like this. We're head is up, but we're also connected. So bring the ball back. Bring the ball forward. Ball back. Stop that practice. To our default posture. Now we're going to do everything on the other side. So, shoulder width is left foot is out about 45 degrees, right foot is up, and we're just going to go back and forth. And so you get the idea with the foot placement, you can experiment. The most important thing is to have the shoulder width here, and you can experiment with how far forward to come and also how far down to come with your knees. Those are things that you can adjust if something is feeling uncomfortable. Please don't do anything. Okay. So now we're going to top, and again, we're going to go with our hips and shoulders together. Move forward. back, forward, now add the ball. Now, I sometimes have a tendency of my ball coming up too high. Working on keeping it. Stop the practice. We'll just stand again. Default posture. Okay, now we're going to come on down to the floor. And we're going to circle. Side of the pelvis. First direction. Center. And do a few camel rides. So from here, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Faces forward. Hands are nice and open. center. Make a little full thing, interlock the fingers, and then first finger pointed upwards. Put the thumbs against the chest. Gaze downward at your finger. Or you don't have to put it right on the chest. You can put it near the chest. Just gaze downward at your two fingers that are pointed up. Drop that forward. Now, bring this left leg out. Left leg out. We're going to loosen up the joints in the lower body. We're going to grab a hold of the right leg out. The outside of the right foot against on top of the left thigh, the inside of the right foot against the inside of the right foot against the inner part of the right thigh. Those are two options. The third option is out here. If you're out here, you're going to be doing inhale, exhale, exhale. If you're here, you're going to be doing inhale, exhale, exhale. If you're here, you're going to be doing inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as we perform this movement, we're really bringing our awareness into this right hip, visualizing the right hip is healthy, lubricated, and flexible. So again, inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. Okay, now we're going to come under the right thigh. Imagine we have a drawing implement between our toes and we're drawing. We have a canvas in front of us. We're drawing a nice circle, right foot, and drawing in the other direction. And then we want a smaller circle inside of that, so we can go one direction. The other side, we got our pencil between our toes and our canvas. We're going to go one direction. Other direction. Sorry, I started with the ankle. We're going to go from the knee first, one direction, the other direction. Then we're going to go from the ankle, one direction. Shake it out. Sit back and relax. Now we're going to do some neck and shoulder stuff. We're going to begin with some shoulder shrugs. So bring awareness here, relaxing the arms, and we're just going to go up and down. So inhale up, exhale down. So the movement is from here. All of this is relaxed. Ready? Okay, and now we're going to inhale, lean back, open up the throat. Exhale, chin the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Go back to the center, exhale left. Go back to the center, exhale right. Back to the center, left, center, exhale right. Go back to the center, exhale left ear to left shoulder. Feel that stretch all down the right side of the neck. Go back to the center, exhale right ear to right shoulder. Feel the stretch all down the left side of the neck. Back to the center, exhale left ear to left shoulder. Back to the center, right shoulder. And now let's go all the way around, exhaling to the floor. Inhaling from the ceiling. The other direction. Back to the center, inhale up. Up. Pause for a moment. Just sit here. Now we're going to come on down to the floor. Spinal twists. Bring the hands out perpendicular to the body, palms down. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the knees to the left and the face to the right. Now back to the center. Exhale, bring the knees to the right and the face to the left. Go back to the center. Exhale, bring the knees to the left, face to the right. Go back to the center. Exhale, knees to the right, face to the left. And just continue this at your own pace. Exhaling as you twist. We want to keep both shoulders on the floor. So in this exercise, actually, as opposed to the exercise that you were doing earlier, the hips are actually doing something a little different than the shoulders. We're keeping both shoulders on the floor and allowing that hip to come. going some few more times. Really allow the breath to help you stretch or exhale to twist. Now we'll stop the practice, bring the palms down. Now we're going to move on to our deep relaxation. Sit up to guide us. So you can remain lying on the floor for the deep relaxation. You might want to put something under your knees or under the back of your neck. If you want to do the deep relaxation sitting up, I would just strongly suggest that you support your back either against the wall or the chair, the wall or the chair. All right, so now we're going to move on into that deep relaxation. You begin by bringing awareness to the whole surface of the back. And just notice the surface of your back, either against the floor or the wall or the chair. Notice the flatness. Notice how it feels to have that contact between the surface of your back and whatever it's touching. Now we're going to begin to bring our awareness to the breath in the abdomen. And just notice that as you inhale, the abdomen rises. As you exhale, the abdomen falls. And there's nothing you need to do about that. The abdomen just rises and falls with the breath. Rises on the inhalation, falls on the exhalation. You can just be with that breath. Receiving that breath in the abdomen. Now we're going to move on to relaxing the body in parts. And we're going to begin with the lower part of the body. We're going to relax the toes, relax the soles of the feet, relax the ankles, relax the calves, relax the knees, relax the thighs, Relax the buttocks. Relax the hip and groin area. Allow the entire lower portion of your body to be completely relaxed. Now, with awareness focused on this lower portion of the body, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready? Breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring awareness up into the middle section of the body. We're going to relax the abdomen, relax the low back, relax the mid back, relax the upper back, relax the chest, relax the rib cage, relax the shoulders, relax the upper arms, relax the elbows, relax the forearms, relax the wrists, relax the hands, relax the fingers, relax the fingertips. Allow the entire middle section of the body to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this middle section of the body, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready? Breath in. And again, breath in. One more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring our awareness to the throat and head area. We're going to relax the throat, relax the back of the neck, relax the base of the skull, relax the back of the head, relax the top of the head, relax the forehead, relax the eyebrows, relax the eyes, relax the face, relax the mouth, relax the tongue, relax the teeth, relax the jaw. Allow the entire throat and head area to be completely relaxed. Now, with awareness focused on this throat and head area, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready? Breath in. Again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring all three sounds together, the ah, the o, and the and we're going to tone them as one sound. The ah merging into o, merging into. They're going to be one after the other. And we're going to tone that 3 times. And when we're saying ah, we're going to have our awareness in the lower part of the body. When the ah comes up into o, our awareness is going to be in the middle part of the body. And when the o comes into we're going to have our awareness up in the throat and head area. Okay, so let's begin. Take a breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Now we're going to continue toning Om. And I'm going to guide us in such a way that there's going to be a space between the end of one Om and the beginning of the next Om. And that space is going to become a little bit longer each time. And what we want to do is we want to focus our attention on that space. We want to focus on that silence that's happening between the sounds. And as that silence increases, we want to envision ourselves actually merging and becoming a part of that space, of that quiet. Let's begin. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. And now take a breath in for one final poem. But this time, really feel each of the three parts of the sound in each of the three parts of the body. Ready? Breath in. Gradually bring awareness back into the body. Begin to move the fingers and toes. And slowly come up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. If you're sitting up already and you just can sit forward a little bit, move away from the wall or the chair, keeping your eyes closed. And rub your palms together, get them nice and warm. Cup them gently over your eyes. Feel that nice sensation of warm palms over your eyes. And pull your palms away from your eyes as you open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining.